hell's Casey now? Casey was just...
Alright, anyways, not about what I look like in real life. Why don't we start off by having you all describe what characters you've rolled up for your funnel game, starting with the first block, Turtle John. Why don't you tell us about the 4 characters you've got today?
Alright. First one is a dwarf forester. He works cleaning lands and things like that. He's a very, very kind of lawful guy. He's just very by the book, does his job, gets out, and he hates the smell of lavender. I've got a half-orc woman who I believe was a scholar. I'm sorry, she was a philosopher, as she is an incredibly wise half-orc. She dreams of one day joining the clergy and spends her days with her gnomish husband. I have another philosopher. This one's human, and he is one of those guys that spends all of his time like studying black magics and things like that, even though he has no idea what the fuck he's doing. And he dreams of one day writing great books. Little weird books. He's already wrote a couple of them, and some people in the town have called them devil worship, but that's beside the point. And then I just have the most asshole-ish guy on the face of the goddamn earth. Like, I have a character who is human, wears all black, and is constantly PMSing.
He must have been hit by the Shadow the Hedgehog.
He hates his parents a lot.
Is he a bard singing "Can't Wake Up"? Up and stuff.
I can't wake up, can't wake up. Wake me up inside, save me.
Oh god, I bet there is a bard rendition of that. Anyway, continue.
I want to find it. That's all. I only have 4.
Alright, quote. Let's get to your block.
Okay. Meet Fadla Zub, a curvaceous, cautious... Wait, is that actually it? Fadla Zub, yeah. Curvaceous, cautious, gobule. Specifically a sympathetic friend to a nest. And with the power of being... What was it, a bricklayer? Yeah, that's it. Fear her, for she is the bricklayer. And that's pretty much it. Holly Hawthorne, spouse to Spencer Hawthorne, a fat, calculating half-elf with potential to maybe perhaps be someone who can use their wisdom to their advantage. Sky Flint, I think the one tabaxi in the village, frizzy fur, frizzy hair, outspoken, forget, locksmith. And Cassie Annihilator. Forgot about that. That's a half-orc swineherder with sparkly eyes and a careless attitude. She co-owns a farm with Anita.
Alright, and Griffin, your block?
Alright, got my water and everything. Let's see who I have. I have Alan Wake, the human yeoman, incredibly optimistic and owner of some small farms.
Yo, you should write books.
I know, right? We have Nest Ripthorn, a female half-orc, freewheeling, and a tailor. We have Hakim Abdulaziz, the beer-gutted, disciplined tiefling mason, and Anita Mudpit, the cross-eyed, skeptical elven farmer who will probably die.
Yo, I need a mud pit.
Oh god, those names are just awesome.
Alright. And Digi?
Alright. To start off with, my first character, his name is Earl. He is a half-orc herbalist who loves getting drunk and fighting in the tavern. Second is Sari Nemonis. She is a gold dragonborn bellmaker who is lazy and always reeks of perfume. Then we have Spencer Shamblebottom, who is very coarse. He is a farrier. I still don't know what that is. I keep forgetting. He's a little bit of a he's a little bit of an asshole. He tricks people into doing work for him and paying him for the work. Pretty much Tom Sawyer. And then my last one is Valtir Yellen, a gnome who is a vet and is married to Ike Yellen, which is Turtle's female. What is it again? Half-orc?
Half-orc. My only
Yeah,
female
half-orc.
character.
Yeah, they're married.
There are a lot of half-orcs in this village, if I remember correctly.
And that is all for mine.
Alright, well, we're missing Rare today, or at least for the time being. So, John, how about your block?
All right. I have a nest. I haven't actually given a last name yet. Okay. She is a half-orc who bakes in the town. She's kind of frail but strong, and she is the town's baker. But she's also capable of many things and has strange, beady eyes. She's a sympathetic friend of Plodla, who is apparently not here today. Wendell. Wendell is a Goliath and a likable person. He has noticeable scars and is always positive. He likes to drink with Earl. Oh, and he's the town's outfitter of all things.
Did you say it wasn't here?
This Plodla? Plodla?
Fadla, that's Quote's character. Yeah, Fadla's here.
Oh, yeah, my bad, wrong
I
person.
believe the only person that doesn't have connections with people is Rare, because Rare is connected to NPCs in the town. So, yeah, you're all connected still.
Then I have Oscar. He is a halfling who is also quite a jerk. Very tough, strong person. He has lots of random warts on his body, and he is kind of messy. But he's good friends with Gervais as they work together. And then Nicolette. She's an elf and rope maker. No one particularly likes her, and no one particularly trusts her because she's backstabbed half the people in the city. Not literally. She has a weird long neck and helped the other Ines get introduced to the town.
Okay. Let's wait just a moment here. I see Rare just logged on to Discord, so he might actually be coming on. Or we're just waiting.
Boy.
Or we're just waiting for the 5 seconds for him to say, "Oh, I'm still sick," and disappear.
Quickest way to hurry it up is to ask.
We need to give Rare our energy.
Yeah, thanks to Me6, I actually realized that I was still listed as broadcasting Shadowrun.
Whoa!
I'm Mr. Me6, look at me!
Hold on.
Can do.
Use this fire.
Come on, Rare. I know you're out there, I can see you breathing.
Did any of the player characters in this campaign spawn children yet?
Not unless
No,
they
not
plan
yet.
to.
Okay, so this is a village on the verge of whether or not they want to do that.
Life's hard. Sometimes people just want to, make it for themselves before they want to bring children into the world.
Okay.
Yeah, if the Yellen survive past at least 2-3 sessions, they might try. I'm not sure yet.
Turtle, quick, you gotta go around and have a fucking lightning round of affairs. Come on, Rakash it up. Not even with your current characters. Rakash, go in.
Rakash is dead. Also, not even
Yeah,
in the
I
same
killed
part of
him
the
last
world.
time.
Only physically. He's still alive in our hearts and spirits.
He must be typing a lot because this has been a minute.
He's
since
notoriously a slow typer. It's fine.
Probably gonna say, I'm sick, sorry guys, go on without me. Ignore this text.
Yep, okay. Alright, so where we are, Serpent's Ridge. Serpent's Ridge is a small thorp on the southwestern end of the caldera. Positioned more towards the Meskin territories than the Ulat side, but it still falls within neutral ground. There are other smaller villages in the area as well, all competing for resources, as it were. None of them on friendly terms with one another. It's the give and take of small villages in this area that most of them don't survive, so it's a harsh life out here. It's kind of like Frontier. It's kind of like the Frontier for us. Yes. But yeah, and Serpent's Ridge has been under the purview of Lord Dunnywit for, or at least the Dunnywit family for some time, and Lord Dunnywit being the current purveyor of their estate. Hired a bunch of guards, keeps the area clear of monsters and bandits and whatnot, and basically you all serve him sort of in the manner of serfs, but you're free men, as it were. So I mean, basically you get traded work and food for security. Is basically the deal that you have.
So it's like
I would suppose Alan Wake being a yeoman might actually be more or less part of that security.
Right. You would be the highest of social rank among the villagers here.
Right.
Among the common folk.
Right. But in recent history, say the last year or so, the number of guards coming from the Dunnywit estate have sharply gone into decline until one day no guards came. And from that point on, it seemed like you guys were under your own purview. And that's when this group of bandits started showing up, pushing people around, robbing you of food. And I mean, it was a pain, but it wasn't threatening. They weren't using deadly force, and they were just taking food that you could get away from. It's not like you wanted to risk your own lives to defend some food when you could just give it away and live to see another day.
I mean, it's too bad we didn't feel like getting super social, because we could have gone really hard into that and like completely turn around and say, hey, why don't you just build a bandit village here and protect us? We'll give you everything you need.
Well, hindsight is 20/20. I'm sure we'll get another chance.
Come on, let's go evil. Bandit village. Raid other people. Mad Max this shit. The authority's gone. Let's go.
Well, today starts like any other day might, with someone screaming fire.
Who is the man who screams fire?
Yes, well, someone does scream fire, and I'm assuming most of you. How many of you have a perception above 10?
Yeah, let me check, make sure I have. I
no.
hope Holly does.
I have an 11.
Nest does at 13.
I have two 11s.
I got Philo for 10.
Well,
Holly with 8.
those of you with a perception above 10 will see this rising plume of smoke coming from the grain storage silo.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, geez, that is super on fire.
I have no one with a whiz bonus.
Is there a town bell or alarm to ring?
Well, there was one person who screamed fire.
Well, I suppose that works.
I mean, what part of town was that in? Or is this town small enough we'd all hear it pretty easy?
I mean, can you see the map?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's raised up on a ridge. It's a rather tall building. It's a silo. So the entire thing's on fire and it's pouring smoke, so it's visible to anybody who's going to take a step outside.
Did anyone roll fire marshal as their...
Can the people that
Okay,
I have
quick question,
that are hold on, the people that I have that have more than 10 perception, can I run them over there?
Well, I mean, you control the group. Conceivably, you could also say, okay, the ones of mine that I have above 10 that don't, or can go contact the people that don't have above 10 to go over there.
Can I do
Well,
that?
since
Can I just
Siri
run
has an
everyone over?
above 10 and is a bell maker, she's right there. She's clanging her bells, shouting fire.
Okay. Well,
Can I run everyone over there?
Nest, seeing it
Yeah.
too, will go ahead and go through the streets and call out as well.
You said yeah, right?
And
You
should
can-
be able to reach like this side of the village.
you control your group, you control their together story, so you do as you please. Just so long as one of them has an above 10 perception, the rest of them can know as well.
Alright. They're gonna start working on putting out this fire, taking buckets and shit from the lake and
Cassie,
Fucking tossing
Fudia,
it.
Hasselger, and Agnar.
all four of them are doing that.